up as a swimmer. I was a collegiate athlete at Kenyon College, and throughout my 4 years of swimming, learned a lot about myself. I had an amazing coach who really cared about culture and developing people and helping them reach their potential. So my swimming career really impacted me as a person and shaped everything and how I viewed the world. And so I went into coaching collegiate coaching. After that, I started coaching at Johns Hopkins. I also coached at Penn, and then most recently at the University of Michigan. So kind of got to the highest level of sport. And I was kind of in this like constant overachieving cycle. I had 2 graduate degrees. I was at the top of the sport coaching Olympic medalists, and still felt like something was missing. Like I didn't feel fully confident in myself. I was irritated. I was frustrated. And I always thought the answer to that was to do more.
Yes.
So I started to unwind these patterns for myself, and I knew I wanted to change. And so I kind of combined my own work through coaching and therapy, got certified as a life coach, and now kind of using my degrees, which were in sports and exercise psychology and organizational dynamics, kind of understanding individual motivation, how culture impacts people and their motivations, and also I think how it impacts women on a deeper level, just living inside patriarchy. So.
Absolutely. Because it doesn't just happen with athletes, right? People compare themselves all day long. You get up in the morning, you're on Instagram, you're constantly scrolling through everybody else's feed thinking they're so much better than me, when the reality is they're probably doing the same with you as well. So I think it's just acknowledging each other and as a human first and a producer second. And I think when I think back to my career, and something you said earlier really hit me, is the production. If I'm not a gold medalist, or I'm not producing this, or I'm not getting top scores at my sport, who am I? And I think a lot of athletes, especially as they retire, when they're off the stage and the race is over, you look yourself in the mirror and you say, who am I and what am I to myself and to other people? What other things do I contribute?
There's still so much processing. Like I am still processing last year, and I think everybody is. And if you're almost pretending that you were unaffected, you're going to struggle even more, because
denial.
I mean, we went through a pandemic. We went through the Me Too revolution. We went through systematic racism in our country. Now we're going through a potential a war.
Mm-hmm.
Like
yeah.
literally we've been through so much, and people still have not even processed or create space to acknowledge, like it's so heavy.
Yeah.
And if we don't really have compassion with ourselves, I think, I get stuck sometimes. And when I'm stuck, it's like, I need to go for a walk. I need to meditate. I need to feel this, because until I feel this, I'm just going to be like hitting my head against a wall. Like we always say, I'll figure it out. I'll figure it out on my own. And you may figure it out on your own, but what if you could solve the problem that you're trying to figure out on your own, or you've been trying your entire life to figure it out, and you could hire someone and they can help you figure it out in 6 months.
Absolutely.
And then what's the rest of your life going to look like once you figure that out?
I think it's that, you hit the nail on the head. It's that untapped potential. And one of the things that I think a lot of people don't realize about coaches is we're not going to solve the problem for you, right? We're going to ask you, put it back on you. What is it that you can do? What is it that you've tried? Oh, you've tried that before. How did that work for you? Right? Asking those questions. And I always like to think of coaches as, unlocking the answers that are always inside you, but standing beside you along the way, right? We're going to be a passenger. You're going to be the driver. But isn't it more fun when you have someone beside you, cheering you on, rooting you on the wrong way, holding you accountable, because you're holding yourself accountable, and bringing snacks too? I think that helps